This math knowledge practice test question for the ASVAB and PiCAT says, evaluate the expression b minus a squared minus 3c divided by a to the third when a equals -1, b equals -2, and c equals -3. Again, on the actual ASVAB and PiCAT, you're not given a reference sheet or a calculator. For that reason, I recommend you get in the habit of copying things down and working them out on your own scratch paper. Again, in many cases, people make mistakes on this test simply because they copied something down wrong, and you want to get in the habit of doing that correctly before test day. All right, so now that I've copied this one down, I'm going to go ahead and plug in -1 for A, -2 for B, and -3 for C. This becomes -2 minus -1 squared minus 3 times -3 all over -1 to the third power. All right, so let's start by taking care of parentheses here. -2 minus -1, a minus becomes plus. So -2 plus 1 is going to be -1 squared. -3 times -3, a negative times a negative is a positive, so this is +9 all over. And what is -1 to the third power? -1 to the third power is equal to -1 multiplied by itself 3 times. A negative times a negative, so -1 times -1 is going to be +1. Positive times a negative, again, 1 times -1 is going to be -1. So -1 to the third power is simply -1. What is -1 squared? That's the same thing as -1 times -1. Again, a negative times a negative, that is -1 times -1 is a positive, so this is +1. This becomes 1 plus 9 over -1, which is equal to 10 over -1. A positive divided by a negative is going to be a negative. More specifically, 10 divided by -1 is -10. So the answer to this one is A, -10.